Matt, you want to get started?
Sure. Hey, Kevin, what have you thought about Wicklander and what you've seen from him since you guys have been back on campus?
Uh, he's been really impressive since we got back on campus. He's obviously put in a lot of hard work. He's got his fastball back up to 94, 95. He's kind of done a lot on his slider and kind of worked a lot on that. It's moving a lot more, and I'm excited to see what happens in these next few scrimmages and in the season games.
Nate?
Damn it. As far as your stuff this year, I understand you've kind of actually lost weight and yet are pitching better with not as much strength. Is that accurate?
The weight I lost was kind of just some extra fat that I didn't need. I just kind of leaned up. I didn't really lose any strength, and it just kind of helped me be more athletic and move quicker as far as that goes.
Thank you.
Tom?
Kevin, question about pitching staff as a whole. I mean, you guys, Dave talked about there's a lot of different versatility for your group. Can you just talk about what you see?
As far as what I see is it doesn't really usually during the season, in my experience, you have about like 7 guys or 8 guys that really do a majority of take a majority of like the heavy lifting and innings, but we have at least 15 guys that can help all around with that. There's no real like drop off, I would say. So it's kind of exciting.
Dutch?
Kevin, you're a rare 60-year junior. Could you have imagined that you'd still be in college at this point? And what are you hoping to accomplish in your 6th year in college?
I think, no, I would have never imagined. I think every time I make a plan for my life, God likes to go in and change it. So I try not to make any more plans anymore. But I hope to be kind of just like kind of a utility guy to throw me anywhere, anytime, whenever they need me. And I hope that just the way I want to pitch will get me drafted, if that makes sense. The way I want to pitch will get me drafted, so I'm trying to just be that guy, I guess.
Bob?
Yeah, Kevin, kind of following up on that, we asked Dave about your role, and he said, hey, you could start, you could close, you could be a setup guy. Just do you have a preference, and how much do you think that helps you that you're a guy that can fill different roles like that?
I think it helps me a lot. I think it's important. I don't really have a preference. I think it's fun to come out of the bullpen. Like something about like a non-perfect situation, like a lot of chaos, just like gets me like really excited and in the mood. But as far as like what I want to do, I enjoy what they have me doing a lot.
All right, let me know if you got more questions in the chat. Matt?
I wanted to go back. I think Peyton Pillette's the other one who's what have been your thoughts on him? And it sounds like he's had quite a jump in velocity since last season.
Yeah, it's actually been really incredible. I think he came in out of high school, or like in high school, he was around like high 80s, just kind of a normal guy. And then when he got here, he jumped up 4 miles an hour or so, and now he's jumped up 4 more miles an hour, and his command and his stuff has gotten a lot better. So I think he's one of those guys that like you're not sure what you can. We're not sure of his role yet because everything is so new. But I think he's got a really bright future ahead of him.
Tom?
Kevin, starting out the way you guys are, and could you lean in too when you speak a little? We're having trouble.
Yeah.
Starting out the way you guys are, does that lend to more, sharpness and, like in preparation, and that you guys didn't perform well in Texas in the deal last year?
Yeah, I think I don't want to say we got comfortable, but no one wants that to happen again. So I think everybody's taking extra measures to make sure that doesn't happen. And I don't think the beginning of the season is too much to worry about, because everybody's just trying to get their feet under them and get like get going and so I don't think that's going to happen again this year because we have so much depth and we can just switch people in and out whenever we need to. And you know, on the pitching side and the hitting side.
Bob?
Hey, Kevin, pitching to Christian and then also having him back there, you know, playing center behind you as a pitcher, just what are your thoughts on his just all around skill set?
I love having him on defense. I heard you'll talk about the middle of our field, and I think we have a big league middle of the field for sure. I think Franklin specifically is going to have an excellent year pitching to him. He's one of those guys, like, you can like feel how the at bat's going. Franklin is one of those guys where he's on pretty much anything you throw him, so you have to continuously make good pitches. Whereas other guys, like, they seem to get fooled easier. But Franklin's I think his bat stays with his own very well, so it's hard to get him out.
Thanks.
Last one, Matt.
Kevin, I was wondering if you could kind of assess for us what the difference is from a development standpoint between when you're practicing and when you're playing, and how much was that affected last year when you had to have those 2 or 3 months off right after the season ended abruptly?
There's a huge difference between practicing and playing. That's why I'm looking forward to actually playing teams, and that's why like the beginning of the season is kind of like unknown. It's because like you're just now starting to play other people, and like people do good in scrimmages and stuff, but it's still not the same as like actually playing another team. And those months, I didn't take off. I went and played summer ball, and I didn't go to, I guess, what people would call like the hardest leagues. There weren't very many leagues available, but like any work against another team, I think is good work. So I spent my summer playing on summer ball teams. So, and I think that was very helpful finding myself again.
Thanks, Kevin.